This is a demonstration on pleats. Pleats are folds in fabrics that are stitched or pressed in place. A garment can have one pleat or it can have a series of pleats, but the purpose of a pleat is to control fullness of maybe a dress. In this case, we are controlling the fullness. It is skinnier at the waist and larger at the bottom. And that is what the purpose of pleats are, is to control fullness. It can also add a nice design element to a skirt. The next part is to transfer your markings of your pleats from your pattern piece onto your fabric. Go ahead and cut out one piece of fabric following this pattern, and then you need to transfer these markings. On a real pattern, you will see markings like this for what is called a boxed pleat, and I simply just kind of follow the lines up, and you do want to signify a darted line versus a straight line. You are doing this on the right side of the fabric, and the arrows will help you show you which way you are going to fold the fabric. You can draw the arrows on if you want. Otherwise, you can just remember that you always take the solid line over to the dart line. I'm going to go ahead and draw the arrows just for easiness, and then I'm going to meet you over at the ironing board. And we are going to press these and pin these in place, preparing for sewing. Once you get to the iron, you are going to prep your pleat by taking, and I apologize if my markings are a little hard to see, you're going to take the straight line of the pattern of the marking that you made on your pleat, and you're going to kind of pinch it is what I do, and then you're taking that pleat over and lining it up on the dotted line. That is when I press, and the irons get very, very hot, and they are very, very helpful, but watch your fingers, please. And then you are going to take the next solid line and follow the arrow over to the dotted line and press that. I have done the other side already, and I have also stuck a pin in that side, but this side I brought the fold over this way, and this side I brought the fold over this way, so this would be the center front of the item that I was putting pleats in. And I would stick 2 pins right here just like I did on this side, and then this is when we will go back to the machine and we will baste these down at a 1/4 inch seam or a 5/8 inch seam, and just simply put it in your machine after you get your flaps pinned, and just do a nice basted stitch. Remember, a basted stitch is a long stitch. It's temporary. We will eventually be ripping them out. They're just there to hold them in place until we get them sewn. You sew this way along the long part of the fabric. Do not sew your pleats down.